Hello everyone and welcome to this live stream from Oriflame Skin Research Institute. My name is Anna Siegfried, I'm the Director of Skincare, and with me today I have Dr. Alain Mavon.
Hello Anna, hello everybody on Facebook and Instagram. It's a pleasure to welcome you in our Skin Research Institute here in the heart of Oriflame in Stockholm, Sweden.
And we're super excited because we're here to launch a completely new NovAge range called Time Restore. But first of all, Alain, maybe you can tell us a little bit about yourself and your role here in Oriflame.
Yeah, just very shortly, I've been now working for more than 20 years in cosmetic research. I'm fully passionate about the skin and finding the best ingredient that will make your skin even more beautiful than it is. And I'm now working with Oriflame for more than 8 years, and I've been in this area of research on discovering active ingredient, working here at the Skin Research Institute, focusing on natural active ingredient that bring anti-aging benefit, and working together with our colleagues in R&D, research and development in Dublin, where they are in charge of the formulation and also on the clinical testing to prove the performance of this technology.
But you were also involved in a big study called Age Reflect a while ago.
Yeah, Age Reflect, you know, when you want to target the right technology, you need to understand which sign of aging you need to target. So we wanted to understand what are the signs of aging on your face that make you look older. Is it just the wrinkles? Is it the spots? So that was Age Reflect, understanding the sign of aging that have an impact on your look.
And what are these signs of aging?
So there are numerous signs of aging, but we highlighted the most important one, the 12 signs of aging that have an impact on your age. The first one is related to the texture, and that could be the pores and also the roughness of the skin. Another one is linked to the radiance, how radiant is your skin, and as we age it's getting dull, that's the third one. Then it's also around pigmentation and color, so it's linked to the redness, it's linked to the pigmentation, and also the uneven skin tone. Then there are 5 signs around the wrinkles, and the wrinkles that we have on the forehead, the one on the glabella here, this one is quite important. The wrinkles around the mouth, around the eyes, and the crowfeet wrinkles. And finally, it's linked to firmness. Sagging skin is a very key sign of aging. So that's the 12 signs of aging that we are targeting.
So say that I want to fight these signs of aging, what should I do?
What should you do? You should use a very amazing range, NovAge, but important to know these signs of aging are not coming all at once. You know, it's a sequential as we age, what we call the aging journey. And we mapped out that there are differences depending on which country, which area in the world you are living, but definitely they are all important and they are coming more as an accumulation linked to the environment, how the environment is impacting our aging. So, but we have developed the right ranges to target all the signs of aging linked to your skin needs. So it's not just the age is important, but it's not just the age, it's also what is your skin needs.
So maybe we can have a closer look at these ranges.
So here on the 4 ranges here, I would like to speak about NovAge. The first one, which are the first sign of aging to target, is True Perfection. It's amazing routine, amazing products, and as I will say it several times, each of the NovAge product has been clinically tested. So this one was to focus on the first sign of aging, especially to boost the radiance, and we confirm very strong improvement on the radiance, and it's a clinically proven results.
Fantastic. And what comes next?
What comes next? What comes next is that the fine line are becoming more and more visible and even turn into wrinkles. And to target the wrinkles, this is E-Collagen, very, very strong range with strong active that erase the wrinkle almost. No, the clinical results was 33% wrinkle reduction after 3 months using the full routine.
Okay, so I have more wrinkles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next one is targeting also the wrinkles, but also targeting a very important feature especially in Asia or in area where there is a lot of sun, is the pigmentation. As it's a sign of aging that people want to really target. So Bright Sublime technology that mainly fight excessive pigmentation. Again, clinically proven, and we can get up to 50% reduction of the dark spots. Very strong range.
Really, really good. Okay.
And finally, we are now, let's say, closer to the 40s. What is coming next is the skin sagging, and that's one of the technology here that are targeting skin sagging. Here you need to boost the firmness, and we get a very clinical test, clinical proof, by boosting the skin bounce by 70% thanks to the ultimate lift routine. Very powerful.
Fantastic. So, Alain, I actually have a question from Vietnam, and it's a man in his mid-40s, and he's wondering what NovAge range he should use.
Do we have more information about what are we know the age.
We know the age.
But we don't have any information about the skin needs. His skin needs. Does he have wrinkles? Does he have some spots? Vietnam is quite sunny. Let's say there is some spots. They want to prevent some sign of aging, so I will recommend here, most likely, Bright Sublime.
Really interesting. Another question coming actually from Instagram. Is there a way to stop or at least calm down wrinkles?
Aging is a process that we can't stop. We are aging, that's a fact. And also where we can really have a big impact is that we know that our aging is dependent from our genes, but also dependent from the environment. So we have to make sure that we can prevent from the negative impact of the environment, such as pollution, such as the sun or smoking. So here you can start preventing by using the right routine. The sign of aging will not stop them, but you can really have a very, very positive impact on your aging by using the right routine and having the right lifestyle, I would say.
So you hear that there is a good chance to actually stop your wrinkles.
And age gracefully.
That's
what we aim for.
That's true. Okay, so for everyone that's just joining, we're here live today with Dr. Alain Mavon from the Skin Research Institute at Oriflame. And we're talking about a new NovAge range called Time Restore. But before that, let's see if we can have a little closer look at the reason behind the signs that we show when we have mature skin, because Time Restore is targeting the mature woman, right?
Exactly, targeting mature skin. So we spoke about the range from, targeting this key sign of aging. What's happened when mature skin is linked to, or it's the skin after menopause. Menopause is a big event in the body, drop of hormones. That has an impact on all these sign of aging that I would like to go through shortly. And as you can see on these beautiful ladies there, but you can see some sign of aging. The one are visible here are the spots there, the pigmentation that is becoming more uneven. The wrinkles around the eyes, very visible, but there are wrinkles around here as well. So these signs of aging are becoming more and more important and more visible, as well as the sagging on the face. Thanks to the gravity and the loss of firmness, the skin starts to sag. And overall, the skin gets drier. So here, there is a need to target all these signs of aging with a specific range.
So many signs of aging as you mature. Why is that? What's really going on in the body?
So as we said, it's linked to the menopause, very briefly, and that's quite well known, I would say. There is in the body a high level of estrogen when from the puberty, 16, and around 50s, there is a drop of this hormonal level in the body. And these have a deep impact on different organs, such as the bone, but also a very deep impact on the skin. And there is a more stronger sign of aging becoming more and more visible that need to be targeted at this age specifically.
So how, if you look at the deeper level, because you did that, what is different between the younger skin and the more mature skin?
Yeah, menopause, it's known. We know that menopause has an impact on the skin. We wanted to get deeper than that. We wanted to bring more uniqueness and also more understanding, building also our expertise. So we carried out a study with a very famous university nearby Stockholm, Uppsala University, and we analyzed the genes response of skin cells from 30 versus skin cells from 50 plus. And what we discovered is that there is about 100 genes that are really slowing down between 30 to 50. And we call them the youth genes. So there is a big change in our skin cells. That's where also the consequences of this sign of aging are becoming more visible after menopause.
So again, we're here live today with Dr. Alain Mavon talking about the special needs that you have as you mature, the skin aging in mature skin, because we're talking about a new exciting launch, Time Restore. So, I have these signs of mature skin, and I do want to combat them. Is there any technology specifically targeting?
That's also what we learned from this study. We wanted to, having highlighted these 100 genes, these youth genes, how can we awake the genes? And from this research, we were able to select among several ingredients, one, the most powerful, the most unique one. And this ingredient, you already know it, it's called genistein, the soy extract, the natural ingredients that was already in time reversing. But here we confirm that this ingredient is really mimicking the estrogen in our skin. So it's really the ingredient that is the right to target this sign of aging, some of the sign of aging.
So what else do we have in the product to target these signs?
As we said, there are several signs of aging that we need to target. So we combine the genistein together with hyaluronic acid and 2 natural oils to boost the moisturization. We combine also, we need to target pigmentation by combining licorice and a ribwort plant stem cell extract.
But how does that really work in the skin?
How does it work in the skin? Let's have a quick look and let's dig and deep dive into our skin. Here you have a picture of the skin. This layer here is the top and the surface, and here we go deeper into the skin. So this combination of technology works at 3 levels, 3 levels of actions. The first one is to target the top layer. Here we call it stratum corneum, and it's the combination of hyaluronic acid and natural oils here that moisture the skin and smoother the skin. A bit deeper, we are now in the dermis, and we want to target the melanocytes, the cells that are involved in the production of melanin. And here we want to limit this production, and also we want to reduce the contrast between the spots and the skin, and that's where the plant stem cell extract from ribwort and the licorice extract are bringing the benefit. And finally, deep in the skin, where we have the elastin and the collagen, we are in dermis. The genistein is there to really boost the collagen and elastin production, to rejuvenate the skin from within, reduce the wrinkle and boost the firmness. So very interesting combination to target all the sign of aging.
Okay, but so say then, because we have a question from a 37-year-old that also is starting to have these dark spots. We talked about spots here, but would Time Restore them be the right solution?
Do we know more about this person? Some spots. So spots at 37. So probably a bit, maybe too much exposure to sun. I don't know, or a sign of aging that is becoming visible. Again, the needs for the skin here are not as important compared to the mature skin, and this person is not mature yet. I guess it's a woman. We don't really know, but probably, if it is the case. But again, to target the spots at this age, the recommendation would be Bright Sublime.
Bright Sublime, yes. Okay. So another question from...
and maybe just to add, never forget to use sunscreen and avoid too much exposure to sun. It's not the best friend sometimes.
And that goes for everyone, right?
Exactly, for male and female.
Okay.
So we all have to be careful about the sun, because it's one of the main environmental external factor that act on our aging. So we need to prevent from sun.
Okay. Okay. Another question from you. What can I do to tighten my skin around the jaw area when I get older? And comes from a person who is 53 years old and have normal skin.
So we don't know if it's a male, female,
No.
probably a lady.
It's a woman.
Here we are typically, let's say, mature skin, and definitely Time Restore would be probably the best.
Time Restore.
Yes.
And then we have the genistein that's really
Yes,
working.
that will help the skin to get more firmness and fight the wrinkles.
Okay. So I know that we also conducted a lot of tests when we did create this range.
Yeah,
Maybe you can tell us a little bit about testing.
I want to take the product while I'm
Yeah.
speaking about the tests we
Yeah,
made on this
exactly.
product. So it's a fantastic range. And as we said on the NovAge, each of the ranges have both consumer and clinical tests to prove the benefit and the performance.
But what's the difference between a consumer and a clinical test?
So the consumer test is linked to the self-perception. So people use the products. They are volunteers. They are using the product for a period of 15 days, a month, and then they give us their feedback. It's a self-perception. I feel my skin much more smoother, and we get some interesting insight from that. Very important to know how people feel and how they perceive the product. That's the first step. That's the consumer
That's the
test.
consumer. Okay. So the clinical.
The clinical is different. We go deeper on the measurement. We don't ask the volunteer. We are using different device to get objective measurement, using a physical measure to prove differences in terms of wrinkle reduction, in terms of firmness, depending on what are the targets. For Time Restore, we went into, there are different signs of aging we want to target. So it's quite difficult then to say we have that benefit. So we created a final claim saying this range has been clinically tested to improve the sign of aging on mature skin. It really works.
Maybe we can actually have a little bit of a look on these individual products, because it's a complete routine, right?
Yes, as part of NovAge, it comes as a full routine, 6 products, and that you use through the 4 steps. But let's probably have a speak.
So
with
what
each
would
of them.
one's first step be then?
First steps. So very important. We are sadly living in more and more polluted environments. So very important to start with the cleansing. That's the step 1, where you cleanse your skin, you remove the makeup, you remove some of the dust and the dirt that's stuck on your skin. Very important to cleanse the skin as the first step, and followed by the toner, where here you continue removing some of the dead layers on the top of our skin, also remove some impregnated dust, and also prepare the skin by bringing a first layer of moisturization for the following products. Step 1.
That's step 1. Good. So next step, step 2 then.
Step 2 is related to the eyes, and here that's a new
That's
product
a completely new product.
coming as
Fantastic.
a beautiful small jar. And here it's not only targeting the eyes, as we said, it's a very important area to target, it's also targeting the lips.
Yeah.
As
Not the lips.
not just the lips, around the lips
Around
and
the
around
lips.
the eyes. So the wrinkles around the eyes and the wrinkles on the lips are very visible sign of aging that you need to target, and here is the product for that.
So that's quite special, isn't it?
It's very special. But
And why particular? Are these lines? Why would you want to have a specific?
because you really want to target, obviously, the wrinkles around the eyes, but these one around the mouth are very, very visible and need to be targeted as well.
Especially
Treated
for mature skin.
for
that's,
mature skin, yes.
Very interesting. Okay.
Step 2.
So the lip and the eye cream. Okay. So then step 3.
Step 3, like in each of the NovAge range, the serum. Here it's come as a very beautiful serum with gold particle to boost the radiance here, but also in the gel you have a concentrated active ingredient. The serum is there to boost the full routine, and I particularly love the texture of the serum. So it's a very, very strong steps to use step 3.
Exciting. And then finally.
Finally, here is the day cream on the step 4. It brings the different key active ingredient, and on the top of that you have SPF 15 to protect your skin against UV. And on the step 4, but the night cream, which is much more nourishing there, and it's bring antioxidant and bring this anti-aging benefit while you sleep.
Okay.
There.
Sounds really good. And we have a question here from Instagram. So this time it's a woman, and she wants to know how soon can she expect to see the results?
How soon? So she will, when you use the product, you get already the benefit as it brings moisturization. So it's an instant effect. But if you want to, or if the person expects to see a reduction of the wrinkle, reduction of the spots, or more firmness, this will come by using the full routine every day, being compliant. So we measure benefit after 3 months, but the person should be able to see some changes already after a month and probably 2 months. So, but the best, or what we confirm, what we measure, it's over a period of 3 months.
So it takes a while.
It takes a while. You know, a wrinkle doesn't appear in a second. So we can't treat a wrinkle in a few days. It takes a bit of time.
Okay, interesting.
But important is also the being compliant with the routine every day, and also having the right lifestyle and being careful with the sun.
Okay. Another question from Facebook. It's a woman, and she wants to know if NovAge is good for sensitive skin.
Yes, NovAge can be used. NovAge Time Restore, and each of the products, first they are all developed making sure that they are safe, there is no doubt. And so that could be used for any skin type, so obviously she can use it.
Is there anything particular you should think about if you have sensitive skin? When you
should be careful, maybe not, you know, sometimes people want to go on a scrub as well, so here being careful not to be too harsh with the skin, and being soft on the first steps when she cleans her skin. And then, use the product on the normal way. But yeah, sometimes being careful now how the skin responds there.
That's really good. So we were talking about the routine, and you've also tested this routine versus a smaller routine, right?
Yes. So because people sometimes ask, why should I use all these products? Because people often are used to be using just one product, a bit of cleanser and so on. So obviously it's good to use first a skincare, but the routine, we wanted to confirm the benefit of using this full set, the 4 steps, the 6 products. So that's why we carried out this study, using versus the simple routine, just a cleanser and 1 cream, versus the full routine. You know the results? The results was great. If you use the full routine, you get 7 times better results than using the simple one.
That's fantastic.
So if you're on the simple one, move on the full routine, you will get more benefit to your skin.
No, that's fantastic, amazing. But so, using all of these 6 products, how does it use, or how does it work then? You have different benefits, or are they all the same thing, or why?
No,
why
as we
6
said,
products?
the first steps is very important, as we said, to remove the dirt and the pollution. That's definitely important. You can't apply a product on a dirty skin. So that's a very important step. And the toner here is to bring moisturization to prepare the skin for the following steps. The targeting the eyes area and the lips in the case of Time Restore also key, because the skin is very different here, and these wrinkles around the lips are very visible as a sign of aging, important to target. And the booster of the serum, so it boosts the full routine. So each of the products have a role in the routine, but overall it's bring a kind of a synergy between them and bring more better results.
And that's why you get better effect, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, good. Okay, so we have a little bit more questions here.
Yeah, thank you for your question.
So from Instagram, we have a question if younger women can also use Time Restore.
I will not recommend to the younger women to use Time Restore. First, the texture will not fit their skin. Time Restore is a nourishing product, as we said. One of the signs of aging is drier skin, so you need to nourish the skin. When you are younger, you don't have the same needs. So this product will not be harmful, but they will not be pleasant on the skin. So here, for young people, we really recommend to use True Perfection. This is the right product developed for the right needs.
Okay. So speaking of needs, we also have another question. And it doesn't say specifically, but I guess we're talking about Time Restore, if it's available also for dark skin.
Yes, it will be definitely, you target the spots, and even the skin is darker. People having darker skin have spots as well. They are the contrast between the spots and the rest of the skin is also there. So this product also will
So it works on all ethnicities?
Yes.
Yes,
definitely.
it does. Okay.
Again, important to prevent from the sun, and probably added some high SPF. If you are darker skin and if you are in a very sunny area of a part of the world with a lot of sun.
Okay. I think we need to wrap up. This was really exciting talking to you here today and having you all listening in. Keep posting your questions. We will continue to answer them. And if you have any additional questions on information about the products, price, or availability, please check out your local Oriflame website. This is all from us here today. So
thank you very much.